Dear viewers, before we begin, a humble request. If you enjoy learning about history, rare coins, and the stories they carry, please take a second to subscribe to our channel. Your one click is the only reward for our hard work, and it helps us bring more hidden stories from the past right to your screen. So, let's begin this golden journey together. The 1883 Liberty Head 10 Gold Eagle, symbol of American ambition. In the year 1883, America was glowing with ambition, power, and gold. It was the Gilded Age, a time when industries were booming, railroads were expanding, and dreams were turning into reality. But behind that shine, there was struggle, inequality, and a burning desire to rise higher. And during this fascinating era, the United States Mint released a coin that captured the very soul of America, the Liberty Head $10 Gold Eagle. A design and symbolism. On the front, Lady Liberty stands proud, her elegant profile facing the future, wearing a coronet engraved with the word Liberty. Around her shine 13 stars, each representing one of the original American colonies, a reminder of how far the nation had come. Below her, the year 1883 is boldly marked, a stamp of history, frozen in time. Turn the coin over, and you'll see a majestic eagle, wings spread wide, clutching arrows in one talon and an olive branch in the other, symbols of war and peace, power and hope. Above it, a ribbon bears the timeless motto, A pluribus unum, out of many, one. It was designed by Christian Gobrecht, the U.S. Mint's third chief engraver, known for turning metal into poetry. Historical importance. This was not just money. It was a statement of strength, a reflection of America's confidence as it stepped into a new industrial age. The coin was minted in Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Carson City. Most came from Philadelphia, but those bearing the CC mark of Carson City, the mint of the Wild West, are now treasures beyond imagination. The coin was made of 90% gold and 10% copper, weighing 16.718 grams, a perfect balance of beauty and durability. Its face value was just $10, but in spirit it was worth far more. Value to collectors. Today, the 1883 Gold Eagle is one of the most sought-after coins among collectors. Uncirculated versions or proof editions can sell for thousands of dollars. Dear viewers, this video comes to you through our hard work, our research, and our passion. We ask for just one thing. If you value our effort, then please subscribe to our channel. That's the only reward we seek for our work. Now look closely. It may seem like just an ordinary coin, but inside this tiny penny lies a century of history and the story of a nation's courage and unity. This is the Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909, to honor the 100th birth anniversary of Abraham Lincoln, the man who freed the slaves and kept the Union together. It was the first U.S. coin ever to feature a real person. Lincoln's face, the face that came to symbolize freedom, honesty, and equality. From 1909 to 1958, the back showed 2 wheat stalks, a symbol of hard work and prosperity. From 1959 to 2008, it carried the Lincoln Memorial, and since 2010, it bears the Union Shield, the same shield that represents Lincoln's promise, that the nation would never break apart, never fall, but stand as one, united forever. And the 2014 edition you see today still carries Lincoln's noble face, engraved with the words, "In God We Trust," a reminder of faith, honesty, and perseverance. Inside this coin is not just metal, it carries the spirit of an entire nation, once made of pure copper, but as times changed, so did its composition. Since 1982, it's made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. Yes, the material changed, but the meaning never did. This penny reminds us, value doesn't come from what you're made of. It comes from what you stand for. No matter how times change, those who stand firm in truth, unity, and hard work, their worth never fades. And those gloved hands you see holding the coin, they're not just for protection, they represent respect. Because when something is precious, You don't touch it carelessly. You hold it with honor. So, dear viewers, if you believe that this little coin carries a great lesson, then value our work. Show your support. Subscribe to our channel, share this video, and let this message reach every heart.
Dear viewers, this video is the result of our hard work, and the only reward we ask from you is your support and your subscription. Your one click gives us the strength and encouragement to keep sharing these fascinating stories of history, hidden in the smallest of things. Today, we bring you the story of a coin that has touched millions of hands and hearts. The 2006 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it may look like just an ordinary coin. But behind this small piece of metal lies more than a century of history, pride and honor. The Lincoln penny, also known as the 1-cent coin, carries the face of one of the most respected American presidents, Abraham Lincoln, a man whose courage, leadership, and vision changed the course of the United States forever. Lincoln led the nation through its darkest time, the Civil War. He fought for equality, ended slavery, and stood for freedom and unity when everything seemed to fall apart. To honor his memory, the United States Mint decided in 1909 to issue a coin with his portrait. That year also marked the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. It was the first time in American history that the face of a real person and a president appeared on a circulating coin. Before that, US coins only showed symbolic figures like liberty or eagles. But Lincoln's legacy was so powerful that the nation wanted to see his face in their daily lives. In something as common as a penny, the design of the Lincoln penny was created by Victor David Brenner, a sculptor who admired Lincoln deeply. He captured Lincoln's calm strength, wisdom, and humanity in a small yet unforgettable portrait. On the front side, or obverse, we see Lincoln's face in profile, strong, serious, and thoughtful. Above his head are the words, "In God we trust," symbolizing faith. To the left, liberty, representing freedom, and the year of minting appears just below, marking the passage of time and history. On the backside, or reverse, the design has changed several times throughout the years. From 1959 to 2008, it showed the Lincoln Memorial, a majestic tribute to the great leader standing tall in Washington, D.C., and in 2006, the coin continued to carry this design, shining bright in copper and zinc, symbolizing endurance and strength. The 2006 Lincoln penny may be worth just 1 cent, but its emotional and historical value is priceless. Think about it. Every time someone holds this coin, they are holding a piece of Lincoln's legacy, a reminder of justice, equality, and humanity. Over the years, the penny has become more than currency. It has become a lesson, a small reminder that even something tiny can carry great meaning. A penny may not change your fortune, but it can remind you of the power of character, courage, and integrity.
Dear viewers, a humble request before we begin. This video took a lot of hard work, time, and research to create. So if you wish to give us the reward of our effort, just do one small favor. Please subscribe to our channel. Your one subscribe gives us the strength to keep going. Now the story begins in clear and engaging tone. This is the famous American half-dollar coin featuring the national emblem, the mighty eagle, a symbol of peace and strength. In one claw, the eagle holds an olive branch, and in the other, a bundle of arrows. Around it are the words, United States of America, half-dollar. The story of this coin begins in 1794, when the first half-dollar was minted by the U.S. Mint. The earliest versions showed the goddess of liberty on one side and the eagle on the other. As time passed, the design evolved. In 1916 came the beautiful Walking Liberty half-dollar, and later, in 1948, the Franklin half-dollar. But everything changed in 1964. After the tragic death of President John F. Kennedy, a new half-dollar was issued in his honor. The Kennedy half-dollar. This is the coin you see here, surrounded by 50 stars, representing the 50 states of the United States. Originally made of silver, it is now minted in a copper-nickel blend. Today, the Kennedy half-dollar still exists. Though it is rarely used in circulation, most people keep it as a collector's treasure. closing tone, warm and emotional. Friends, if you enjoyed this beautiful piece of history, please support our work. Subscribe to our channel as a reward for our effort. We bring you stories that keep the golden moments of history alive. Thank you for watching.